Who's kicking the intro? Oh, we're already here. Ladies and gentlemen, believers, highlinks, and everyone in between. This is your Sunday show, which is the Strong Sheet. Unfortunately, the other man of the other hour, Anthony, is not here today, and in his stead, you have the Golden Warrior, aka new nickname alert, Golden Ace. That's right. Or even aka the Ace of WVPW. Yeah, that's right. I said it.
Whoa!
That's
whoa,
right. That's right. I said it. I said it.
Somebody said, one of our fans said, definitely kissing his ace. Oh man. I'm sorry. That was actually that wasn't even an insult.
Anyway, so.
No, they said they're gonna kiss your ace.
Okay, greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. So, with that being said, this is Strong Sheet, where we cover news. We're going to cover your news. We're going to cover your questions, everything, and cover everything in the world of professional wrestling. So let's see what you got. Bring those best questions. We're going to call out 10 of them. 10 of them while we're live on the show. So submit your best questions. So with that, let's jump right into this news.
Isaac?
Yes. Yes. Hello?
We're still here.
Okay, let's jump right into the news. Let's do it.
All right, I'll start this off because apparently Chris Jericho has been confirmed to sign a three-year deal with AEW, according to Uncle Dave. And it's apparently, in air quotes, the best contract he's ever signed, Isaac.
Yeah, I heard him talk about that.
Dave or Jericho?
Jericho.
3-year contract, huh? Well, what are you going to be doing those 3 years? I mean,
well, he said
he has done everything he used to do.
Well, he said he wants.
I just said Jericho has done everything that he used to do in the world of professional wrestling. I guess 3 years won't hurt. Except for wrestle Hiroshi Tanahashi, Okada, Jay White.
He did say he wanted to face Tana.
I'm surprised he doesn't want to face Okada.
I'm pretty sure he's going to get to him at some point.
I feel like Jericho's a non-exclusive deal, though. I feel like
no,
Jericho,
it is non-exclusive.
Oh yeah, didn't they say all their deals?
It's like everybody's was non-exclusive because whatever other dates they're already committed to, they can work. I mean, with Jericho, he says it's exclusive to AEW, save for New Japan. New Japan is the only one that he can still go to.
Well, apparently he can wrestle in China too.
That too, because they're going to work with OEW, which is a mixture of kung fu and professional wrestling. Seeing some of the clips, badass. Like it's like watching a kung fu movie in a wrestling ring.
Well, I guess that's good. The next bit of news is people were wondering why Dolph Ziggler was missing from Raw this week. There's nothing to it. He was just meeting prior obligations.
That's fair.
Not really big news, but it does. Some people do wonder. I mean, Dolph Ziggler apparently still has fan base. Well, the way I see it, Dolph Ziggler needs a time. I mean, he hasn't been doing too much on Raw since been dominated by Drew McIntyre. So, whatever it is, I am actually looking. We're actually getting some big news here. WWE Shop has apparently put heavy discount prices on Chris Jericho and Neville merchandise after the AEW rally.
Wow.
Interesting.
Again, hey, that's just like what we talked about on Friday, isn't it, Tori?
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what we said, bro.
Just subtle shots. I mean, we already knew he was petty, but now it's even more subtle. He's trying to be subtle with it, and it's not working.
Well, it has
some more credible news, and Isaac, this is up your alley.
Okay.
There's 2 bit of these. PW Insider, so this is actually true, says Mackenzie Mitchell is done with Impact, and her last day was Monday's television taping in Nashville.
So what's she gonna do? Where's she going? Did it say where she's going? She's just leaving. She's just done.
That doesn't say. But it said. But also, PW Insider says Melissa Santos is going to Impact Wrestling. It is unclear what she'll be doing with the company, though.
Well, I mean, they got a ring announcer. They have that one guy as a ring announcer. So I imagine. Well, they said she's going to be backstage. I saw on her Twitter she's going to be the new backstage announcer.
Yeah, all of this is just calls for the part. I mean, is Mackenzie really doing anything there?
Other than backstage announcing, not really.
There you go. So that's probably what Melissa Santos will be doing.
Yeah. Plus, that's where Cage is. So. Yeah.
So that's actually Impact news. I'm gonna go with that. And some recent news is this is just a rumor, factual rumor, but it's by Dave Meltzer, so take it with a grain of salt. Becky Lynch is still slated to enter the Women's Royal Rumble and win it. And the betting odds say that Seth Rollins will still face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. He'll win the Royal Rumble and go to the face. Or not sure if he'll win the Royal Rumble. Betting odds say Seth Rollins is going to face Lesnar at WrestleMania.
So that means somebody from SmackDown. If he doesn't win the Royal Rumble, somebody from SmackDown is going to win.
Yeah. According to Dave Meltzer, Uncle Dave! Kenny Omega's already turned down the deal offer WWE made him. He'll be signing with AEW as soon as he's able to come February 1st.
Well, I figured that.
I mean, I don't think that's too much of a surprise to anybody. I mean,
It really shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. Nobody should be surprised. Like, oh, man, can't believe Kenny didn't sign. Really? You can't believe it? You can't believe he didn't sign with his...
I take on Kenny Omega's situation because everybody kept saying that he's going to sign with AEW or WWE. But we haven't heard from Omega himself on what he's going to do. So,
Actually, somebody said, what happens if he signs with Impact?
Okay.
I mean, I have no objections to that.
Neither do I.
Oh, no.
Can they pay him, though?
But I don't think they can pay him what AEW can pay. Plus, he's going to probably have a very good range of what he can do in AEW. But another thing is there's also a lot of wrestlers who are getting the best contracts of their career thanks to AEW, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and WWE being competitors that they have been in some time. At least as far as competing for talent. So those cash grabs are getting bigger. So at least the wrestlers, no matter where they go, they're getting money. This little boom in wrestling that AEW is doing is making WWE, Ring of Honor, and New Japan offer better contracts.
And hopefully better matches.
Also, PW Insider says that WWE canceled a planned house show in Tucson on January 28th due to production issues, air quotes. And unrelated news, Golden Warrior is going to win the Battle Royal that he's not in.
I can't tell if that was okay. Just okay.
That was not a shot at you. I don't know how you could take that as a shot. All right, so Isaac, I turn the floor over to you for the other news of the week.
Okay, so apparently Bianca Belair, there's Wrestling Inc. wrote an article about Bianca Belair. She talked about her origin of her ring name, favorite WWE tag teams, and facing Shayna Baszler. Of her ring name, she said her original name is Bianca Blair, but she just subtly put an E and an L in between there, an E in between the B and the L, and made it Belair. So that's about as simple as possible. I don't know why that's news. Anyway, let me see.
Remind me of a Chevrolet, but it reminds me of a famous car from Chevy, the Belair from the 50s.
Really? It reminds me of a show Will Smith used to be in.
I mean, the last name Belair, the only thing I can think of when it comes to Belair is the Chevy car.
That's the same thing I was thinking.
1957, red Belair.
Really? All I can think of is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, yeah, that too. Well, go ahead, Isaac. I ain't mean to interrupt, but I was just thinking about that last name.
In her match with Shayna Baszler, she said she is 100% ready. As an athlete, she's fully prepared. So she knows, she's aware of Shayna's background and her style. So she says she's 100% confident that she's going to win. So, but we'll see.
Well, Shayna, I mean, I gotta give it up to Shayna Baszler. Man, Shayna Baszler has been a champion for a while, but Bianca Belair, I gotta give her credit too because she knows how dangerous Shayna Baszler is, and she knows that Shayna Baszler got those two other women outside the ring backing her. So it's going to be interesting to see what she's going to do against her at the upcoming NXT TakeOver.
Come on, dude. You know Bianca's not walking out of there.
All right.
Shayna's walking out with the belt.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't see Shayna dropping it to. No offense to Bianca, but she's not dropping it to Bianca. Really, she's not. If anything, she'll drop it to somebody like, I don't know,
Io Shirai.
or Mia Yim.
Io Shirai.
Io Shirai, Mia Yim, or
Maybe Kyrie will get it back.
NXT, somebody like Toni Storm or Rhea Ripley.
Okay, quit hearkening your damn takeover already. We all know she's going to drop it to Dakota Kai.
I would like to see that. I'm not going to lie. I would like to see Dakota Kai win the title.
I'd like to see Dakota Kai do anything that's not sitting on injured reserve.
Yeah, that's very true. I wish she wasn't so injury prone.
Did you say I wish she wasn't so injured? How did you
Injury
be so injured?
I said injury prone.
Well, her career is going to get cut short because of it. Anyways. So,
And she said, talking about her favorite male and female tag team, she said, obviously she's going with the Street Profits due to the fact she's married to Montez Ford. Female, she said the Iconics. So you can tell kind of stuff. So that's.
is there any other news?
Trevor Lee say he's going to WWE. That's not really a big deal, but I mean.
So are they going to re-sign Hurricane to start the Lee dynasty?
I don't know. I really don't.
How about the Hurley dynasty?
Again, it's up in the air. What else?
That's the good one. The Hurl dynasty.
Okay, now that Triple Lee has signed with the WWE, here's a follow-up question for the both of you guys. Where they gonna put him? I know they're gonna put him in NXT, but where?
205 Live.
Probably 205 Live.
Because Impact didn't even think he deserved to be anything more than just kind of a squatter in the back.
I mean, granted, to his credit, he was a 3-time X Division champion, so got to give credit where credit is due. So,
but they really didn't use him at all. There's a guy that didn't even use him. I mean, they had Zema Ion for the sake of having him.
So
they didn't use either one of these guys. I mean, Trevor Lee was a big name in PWG, and he wrestled the likes of Adam Cole, Babes, and Keith Lees, and Jeff Cobbs, and multiple names. Zack Sabers, Matt Riddles. Just, you can keep going. Trevor Lee was a big name at one point for PFG, and Impact just didn't know what to do with him.
Well, let's see what WWE's going to do with him.
Probably the
He's
same
probably
thing.
going to have great
Probably.
matches in NXT, though, if he is that where he's going.
Let's be honest, Isaac. He's a 3-time X Division champion. That means 205 Live.
Yeah, X Division. When WWE hears X Division, they say X. Oh, you mean 205 Live? You mean that 205 Live division and Impact? Yeah, we can use you.
What about DJZ? What's going on with him?
I'm looking at that right now. He said DJZ said he's a free agent after 7 years with Impact. He says he's hoping to. He talked about his match with Mustafa Ali at Evolve 115. He says hopefully he can face him again. He says talking about his goals moving forward. He says he has been a free agent in 7 years. He says he wants to try WWE, Impact, Ring of Honor, New Japan. So he's open to anything right now. So
I think WWE's going to pick him up.
well,
I believe that WWE's going to pick him up.
Ring of Honor might try, but WWE's going to offer more money. But I don't know. AEW may scoop him up. I'm surprised AEW did not get Trevor Lee.
I'm thinking I'd like to see him go to New Japan for the Best of Super Juniors.
Zima?
Yeah, DJZ.
Zima?
Yeah.
I would like to see him do anything that's not WWE.
Same. Like, I think he could really shine.
I mean, I don't really like his gimmick he had, but he showed up every once in a while where he was like dressed in white. I didn't even understand. I mean, at least Zima Ion I got, but I wasn't even sure what his gimmick was. Just a flashy guy, but that's all I got.
And then,
I don't know. I mean, we'll see where he's going to be signed. I mean, but I don't want to see the guy in WWE either, but come on. We all know that Triple H is going to offer him a contract in the WWE.
Yeah, I know AEW's probably offering. I don't know about Ring of Honor, and I don't know about New Japan. You never know with New Japan. You don't know shit what they're going to do.
yep, that's
No,
what
you
makes
don't
it
know,
so
no.
good. You don't
We'll
know.
see.
Yeah, we don't know. I could see him going to Ring of Honor if he still wanted to just put on great wrestling matches, but I could also see him signing with AEW.
And obviously, I can and Donovan,
If your next words are NXT, just go ahead and pass up your turn, okay?
No, I was gonna say I can see him signing up with New Japan or maybe, but I don't see him going back to Impact. That's basically it. I don't see him going back to Impact
Well,
Wrestling.
he spent 7 years there.
Yeah, and nobody's used him. He hadn't been used in over a year.
Well,
I
granted,
don't think Impact Wrestling know how to use that time because it's a matter of time before Tessa Blanchard leaves. too.
well, she's
They
been
know
one.
how to use their talent. They just, for some reason, that Tyrus and like guys like Tyrus and DJZ weren't getting any TV time at all.
And to be fair, it's not that Tessa doesn't want to be an Impact, but if she goes to WWE, shouldn't surprise anybody. She's been trying to get there for her whole career.
I'll be right back, guys.
So what?
And plus, she's friends with Charlotte. Plus, she got friends like Charlotte and Ricochet over there as well.
Yeah. Well, she and Ricochet used to date. So
I guarantee you, Ricochet gonna have some pull.
well, he's Well, yeah. Well, let's hope so. But he did just get to the company. So, and then what else is there? And then the Revival applied for The trademark name Worlds Collide for a live wrestling show, according to the filing, wished to use in the following capacity. Says entertainment services, namely a show about professional wrestling entertainment services. They just want to get it. And then Dash Wilder, the Revival, also applied for the trademark of FTR. They remember when the fans took note of the term when the Bucks were feuding with Dash and Dawson, and they coined it FTR, so for Fuck the Revival. So they're trying to lock down those names for FTR and for FTR and for Worlds Collide. So other than that, that's not that big of a deal. And that's all the news I got. So that's everything that Mitt sent me anyway. So go ahead, NXT UK. You got the results for that? Go ahead, buddy. Hey, Karen.
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I got the results. I'm going to start out with, obviously, the first match, which is, I believe, the tag team, the UK Tag Team Championship match, right?
Yes, it was Zach Gibson and James Drake versus Mustache Mountain.
Okay.
Oh, wait, before you get into that,
I mean, here's what the Bleacher Report says about the match.
I was going to say, before you get into that, Tori, one more quick piece of news. Today on Defiant Wrestling on Loaded on YouTube, Neville took on David Starr, and Neville won. Great match, by the way. A great match. So just wanted to put that out there quickly. It's on YouTube, by the way. It's under Defiant Wrestling. So go ahead, Tori.
Okay, as most of everybody know, most of everybody have been watching NXT UK Takeover, which was yesterday. I don't know if they watched it at the time that it came on, but I'm sure everybody watched it. But anyway, according to the Bleacher Report, the first match, which was Mustache Mountain taking on the Grizzled Young Vet, which is Zach Gibson and James Drake, they rated the entire match A+. And congratulations to the Grizzled Young Veteran for winning the UK Tag Team Champion. What are your thoughts on the grade from the Bleacher Report?
You said it got an A+? Well, like I said, I've been a fan of Mustache Mountain since I actually. Okay, not gonna lie, I really recently discovered Mustache Mountain last year. So the fact that I was sold because I like Tyler Bates' style. He's he's amazing. Just gonna leave it at that. And them as a tag team is good work. So plus they've had their matches with Undisputed Era and all those other teams like that. So I didn't expect anything less from either of them. Kind of expecting them to win, but I'm not mad. Not mad at the fact they didn't win. So they're gonna get it eventually.
That match was, when I saw the match between Mustache Mountain and Grizzled Young Veteran, I thought it was I was gonna rate that match 9.5 or 9.5 out of 10. And they called it A+. That was one of the favorite matches of the card. They made that match a solid A+. And they said, here are the highlights of the match. They said, Bailey and Savage and old school with their attire to pay homage to the British Bulldog, which is, the late David Boy Smith, and obviously the late Dynamite Kid.
Mm-hmm.
They also say, according to the notes and highlights, the title for Beautiful, they are the tag team championship in the entire company. What do you think about that? And I've seen the tag team championship. It is beautiful.
They look great. Like they're.
The other highlight they said about the match is such a thing as pro wrestling prodigy. Made it eat. How to make it eat. His technical ability is off the chart. And was just mentioned on Donovan about Tyler Blake. He also said that Trent Seven has slimmed down a little bit. He looked good in the ring. I agree with that. They also said this. Bates performed at Airplane Stand and Drake on the neck and so much for the rest of the South. And the last highlight, I believe, they got two more. They said one of the highlights was it looked like Seven had some blood in his hair, but it was hard to tell where he might have been bleeding from.
It was from the elbow he took from James Drake. It's from the elbow he took from James Drake.
Okay. And the final highlight, James Drake, that you just mentioned, took out Bates with a suicide dive by Zach Gibson. Take your shoes off, Mr. Gibson, if you catch my drift. Do that for Donovan. And him on his shoulder and ringside in an amazing spot. So, what do you think about the highlights so far? What's your thoughts on this match? Do you agree that it's an A plus, or do you disagree?
No, I agree. The match was very well done. I was blown away by it. Like, I couldn't imagine. It was a great way to start the show. Great way to start it.
I say this match was like 9.5 or close to 10 out of 10.
Same, I agree.
I was simply just taken. I was taken faster than they can get taken in Thailand in those special parts.
So do you think that was a great match?
Yes, I did.
Start to NXT UK?
Yeah, it was dope.
Okay. Now, the next match is obviously Prodigy or teacher versus student, aka Ben Balor, aka
Jordan Devlin versus Finn Balor.
Yeah, Jordan Devlin versus Finn Balor. They rate this match B plus. Okay. Now they said that Jordan Devlin was shown attacking Travis Banks during the pre-show. So Banks came out the gate hot with a suicide dive as Devlin made his way to the ring. They fought at ringside for a few minutes, and the Irish Ace went after Banks' already injured knee by stomping on it against the steel step. The Kiwi Buzzsaw, aka Jordan Devlin, was helped.
Jordan Devlin is the Irish Ace. Travis Banks is the Kiwi Buzzsaw.
To the back while Devlin give a promo in the ring. Okay. Johnny Saint and Chris Scala announced an intermittent replacement for Devlin, and it was the man who trained them, Ben Balor. The first Universal Champion took control immediately with a precise strike, but his former student was able to hit a questionable low blow to reverse the momentum in his favor. What is up with these low blows, man? Anyway, knowing each other as well as these two do allowed them to put on a good show. But it was going to be hard for anyone to follow the tag team championship match. It's too bad of a story of student versus teacher wasn't given much of a storyline. I agree with that. Devlin had the for most of the match, but Balor was able to put away with the student rock. So grade this match?
I put it like I put it at the same place, to be honest. The match it wasn't spectacular, but it was probably a good kind of pace match, you know? Those matches where it's like you have to put it to kind of calm everybody down.
Where's your rating match?
3.5 stars.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grade this as, you know what? I'm gonna piggyback on what you just said on both of y'all, because this match, I mean, two things went wrong with this match. One, it was supposed to be Bank versus Devlin, right? That was on the card. Everybody was expecting to see that match, okay? But Jordan Devlin put a rough end to that match, so he just basically called out anyone to challenge him. So that's number one. And number two, he wasn't prepared for Finn Balor. Even though Finn Balor pretty much taught the man everything he knows. So yeah, I gotta agree with that. But here are the highlights. The mask and the jacket Banks wear to the ring are cool. They gave him a disrespect look nobody else can copy without being obvious about copying. WWE bringing in Balor to spice up the event was a smart move, but you have to feel bad for Banks. He's a great talent who deserves better at his first NXT UK TakeOver event. I agree with that. And people were calling Devlin Bobblehead Balor. Oh my God. Let me say this again, folks. People who were calling Jordan Devlin Bobblehead Balor during the UK title tournament, is that still a thing? Jordan Devlin did have a great headbutt. So, I'm sorry for laughing, y'all. So how do you feel about the UK fans calling Jordan Devlin Bobblehead Balor? What do you guys think of that? Man, that's savage. That is savage right there. Your thought on that, YouTube?
Somebody says they want to copyright Tory for using that term that was so derogatory.
I'm sorry, but that's what they called the man. Bobblehead Balor. What do you think, Donovan?
No, that's not the one we're talking about. As it goes.
Oh. Wow.
It went over my head, and
So do you think that's a description of Jordan?
I'm gonna go with one of our fans. That wasn't savage because the king wasn't there, man.
Well, okay.
If it ain't Brian, it ain't savage.
I got you. But I was just saying that the way that the UK fan went out to Devlin. What are your thoughts on the UK fan calling him Bobblehead Balor?
well, the fans are gonna do them. Can't really.
Yeah, I mean, UK fans are hilarious, man.
They really are. Like they're beautiful fans.
Man. But
Passionate.
all in all,
They're passionate.
I mean, the match between Balor and it was a pretty solid match. It wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the top match on the card. However, the next match, Dave Master versus Eddie Dennis, they rate this match again a B plus. Wow, a solid B plus. They said the third match on the card was the only one with a stipulation, as Eddie Dennis and Dave Mastiff looked to settle their difference under the no disqualification rule. It said that Mastiff used his significant size advantage to dominate the match, to dominate his opponent early on, pretty much dominate the match early on, but a few shots from the kendo stick put Dennis in control. A few shots from the kendo stick, I mean. You know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. The match was a slow, methodical performance. They
Are you
focused more on
serious?
making each spot look painful than trying to cram as much as they could.
Hold on,
into
hang
the
on.
minutes they were given. As
Oh, wait, never
changing a
mind.
fast-paced-
Holy, hang on.
Never mind. Carry on. Never mind. I thought it was something else. I thought the live feed was about to get kicked out. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Shall I read on?
Yeah, keep
It
going.
says that exchanging a fast pace for high impact move helped this match stand out, especially since both competitors had several chances to show off their impressive athleticism. Okay?
Well, Dave Mastiff is very good for he's an amazing athlete. So
Yeah, I agree. It said that Dennis may have brought the table into the ring, but it was Mastiff that put his opponent through the table to score the win with a brutal and entertaining account. But yet this is a B plus match, according to the picture report. But here are the notes and highlights. Other than his height, Dennis doesn't look that intimidating. It said that Eddie Dennis, let me repeat this, folks. Other than the fact that Eddie Dennis is taller than Dave Mastiff, he doesn't look very intimidating. He's changed up his look if he's going to be taken seriously as a heel. Moving on. Eddie Dennis managing the hold of Mastiff before slamming him on the steel snake was an impressive show of strength. Dave Mastiff's springboard moonsault looked surprisingly good. In other words, Dave Mastiff was paying homage to Big Van Vader when doing a moonsault, folks. A springboard moonsault from a 300 plus pound Dave Mastiff looks surprisingly good. Now, what are your thoughts on this match? And what are your thoughts on Eddie Dennis, guys?
I mean,
I'm not even gonna lie. I really wasn't paying attention because I was just like, this is a squash match.
yeah, I didn't see Dave Mastiff losing at all. Like I had to leave. I was watching it. I had to leave, go somewhere. But I was looking at it. Said, okay, there's no way Dave Mastiff is losing. I don't care who it is. He's not losing to Eddie Dennis. I'm not really sold on him for real. I'm not sold on Eddie.
I mean, Eddie, but I mean, this match was laughable at best. I mean, come on, Eddie Dennis but I do agree with what they're saying about Eddie Dennis. If he's going to be a heel, he needs to work on his look. He needs to change his looks a little bit. And he also think about it. He needs to change his look and personality if he's going to be a heel in STUK. So I agree.
Yeah, I mean, look at Crazy D and Jack Crisp. I'm using WVPW as my point. Crazy D looks like a psycho clown. He looks like an intimidating heel. I mean, Isaac, am I wrong?
No, you're not.
I see Crazy D, bro. So I agree with you there.
I mean, there is a reason why I hate clowns. So.
Night. You want a hug? It's bedtime. I mean, look at Jack Crisp. He's small. Look at that motherfucker's small, right, Isaac?
Yep.
He's like one of the smallest male competitors we got.
Yep.
He's sitting here kicking folks in the head and being a badass.
So, you know what? I mean, here's the thing. I agree with what they said because Eddie Dennis don't even look.
No. I mean, look what I'm saying. Look at Jack Crisp. He looks intimidating, but he's small. Eddie Dennis is tall and looks about as intimidating as Eugene.
I know.
Like, he's not really intimidating. He really isn't. Like, I don't know what to tell
And
you.
Dave Mastiff like he should be here. That's what I'm saying.
You know who does look intimidating up? Who? Midas.
Yeah, Midas is scary. Midas isn't even real, and he looks scary.
Yeah, I agree.
The dude has gold chains wrapped around his fucking wrist. The dude has like a skull, horned skull mask going on over there. The dude walks down to the ring with energy. You already know that you're gonna have a quick victim, like Dave Mastic. You know, think of the fucking, gimmicked up Dave Mastic. That's intimidating.
That's basically what he is. Like,
Dave Mastic looks, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to either one of you. When I saw Eddie Dennis come out and did Dave Mastiff, I honestly felt like Dave Mastiff was the heel.
That's what I was thinking too. I mean, that was basically what they were trying to say. I thought Dave Master was the heel, but it turns out that Dave Master is a face. Oh yeah.
oh yeah, he's over. They love him in the UK. They love him.
Yeah, but everybody. But the British fans pretty much like sell the thing. They do. Like, see, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying British fans are the best in the world, because like to each country, to each style of wrestling, their own. But Dave Mastiff being cheered, it kind of felt like the heel was being cheered in the face of Big Boot. That
Yeah.
is Eddie Dennis looks like a face.
Exactly.
I'm not saying this out of context. Like, okay, Isaac. Let me use this as an example. Golden Warrior versus AC Smooth. Golden Warrior looks like a face, acts like a face, is presented as one. AC Smooth. I mean, can you sit in here and tell me for one that you're going to ever buy AC Smooth as a face with that interest?
No.
You need to discern your guys, man. This is what I'm saying. You know, the historian's a face.
That's right.
Getting his bow tie, but you got. Here's the thing. On a takeover, you need to. This was your one shot, and this match to me, whoever was in charge of the production of this one, fucked it. And that's my negative. I've been saying this, and I have been trying to say that the wrestling has been superb. The wrestling is superb. Ben Balor being out there, and then this is the part of the show where I was just extremely deep. I told Joe I was gonna stay with the hype because it was NXT UK. I stayed hype. But after the tag match, everything just went to shit. Ben Balor, I'm so glad Ben Balor did something. But that was terrible for Travis Banks. And then you have this match, these two guys. You know, in the ring, they put on a great match. That's not the problem. The problem is, how am I supposed to take Dave Mastiff in the face when he looks like an intimidating one? Eddie Dennis, whoever was in charge of this production right here, needs to be fired. Just get rid of them. Get a whole new guy involved in this, because that was terrible. Go away, stay away. Go produce for Raw. You fit in right in over there. Go make Braun Strowman look like a heel. Give him some eyeshadow or something. Go do that. Just get off my UK, okay? Go away.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna say this, Donovan. Everything you said about this match, here's my take. It's a backward ass match, and I don't mean look. I'm gonna say why I say it's a backward ass match.
It's not a backward ass match. It's a backward ass production. That's what I'm saying.
It looked like a backward ass match. I'm explaining to you why. Because everybody knows that Eddie Dennis is supposed to be a heel. So why are they not making him dress heelish?
Because Golden Warrior wasn't there. That's what our fans think. Golden Warrior.
I mean, and then you got Dave Masters, who is obviously a 300+ pound babyface, comes out there and he basically looked like a smaller version of Braun Strowman.
Somebody said after the tag team title match, this NXT UK was completely garbage.
I disagree. I tell you why. Because here's the next match. Rhea Ripley, Toni Storm. And check out their grade. It's a solid A.
Yeah, I expected that.
Yeah, same.
I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's a match.
The same person said, Anthony says, I have to agree that Rhea Ripley and Toni Storm put on the best match of the night. But he said everything else was either predictable or felt like Monday Night Raw booking.
I don't know. That Joe Coffey Pete Dunne match, I really went in that match thinking Joe Coffey's gonna win. I really did.
Yeah, but no. They're talking about the booking of it, not the match quality. Match quality.
No. Even I thought Joe Coffey was gonna win. Match quality and all. I knew the match was gonna be good. I knew the match was gonna be fantastic.
But they thought Pete Dunne should have dropped the belt. Anthony thinks Pete Dunne should have dropped the belt.
Yeah, I agree with him. I agree with Anthony. I thought he was. I'm thinking, okay, so 600 days. All right, this is where it's gonna end. This is where it's gonna end, and didn't. But
Pete Dunne is their Okada.
that's not
I would say
inaccurate.
this, but this match is one of the best matches. I mean, thank God that the tag team match is the match of the night. But this match between Toni Storm and Rhea Ripley was the best women match of NXT.
Gold card 64 disagree. This was match of the night.
I mean, this could be one of the match of the year. I mean,
No,
to me,
the main event was match of the year.
Match of the year, along with the NXT tag team, with the NXT UK tag team champion. This match could be in the run. I'm gonna say that Toni Storm defeated Rhea Ripley.
Can we get Crazy D out of here to tie this bitch?
Did y'all hear me? It said Toni Storm defeated Ripley to win the second Mae Young Classic. Ripley beat Storm to become the first ever UK Women's Champion in NXT UK.
Somebody wants you to get a bow tie.
This was seen as the rubber match in their feud. As expected, the crowd was rooting for Toni Storm. From the moment she stepped out onto the stage, she went after Ripley with a flurry of forearms and punches right away. Good match. I'm telling you, this is a great match. It said it took the champion a little while to regain her composure, but once she did, the Australian superstar, by the way, both these ladies are from Australia, began to put their fellow Australian superstar through the ring. As a few of the exchanges weren't quite as smooth as you would expect, but the frenetic pace of the match helped make it feel more competitive and personal. Again, this is a great match. Both women get out of each other's finisher, aka the Riptide from Rhea Ripley and the Storm Zero from Toni Storm. After a physical back and forth contest, Storm hit the Storm Zero finisher for the second time to get the pin and become the new NXT Women's Champion. Both of these women are going to be big stars on the main roster someday, and we will look back at matches like this as an early sign of their greatness. What do you think about that?
They both got a good career ahead of them. This match is very well done. Very well done. So.
To me, this is one of the best women's matches in any NXT matches since Asuka versus Ember Moon.
Yeah, this match was up there. So that's my opinion. What do you think, Donovan?
match right here set the bar. Basically, made a statement. If I was Shayna Baszler and Bianca Belair, they need to step up on NXT Takeover Phoenix, because this match right here basically made a statement. And yes, this match got a solid A. And you know what? I will say this is one of the best matches of the night. It says Storm looks slightly emotional at the response she received during her entry. It might have something to do with how much support she has shown by the pro wrestling community after she was the victim of a new photo hack. Now this is what I'm talking about right here, Donovan. This is where we need to get touch on when I get on why you got all these Bart attacking Tony Storm. You got me on that one, bro?
No, I got you.
We're going to have to touch on that. Now you see why I supported Tony Storm. Red, black, and white seem to be the most popular color scheme in the UK. Master, Storm, and Mustache Mountain all use it. That's true. It looked like Storm may have connected more than she intended with the headbutt at one point. They both looked fine a few seconds later. And man, another highlight, Storm hit that German suplex. Brock Lesnar will be proud. Woo-hoo! So, those are the notes and the highlights. So let's touch on what I was just saying earlier about Toni Storm winning the UK Women's Champion. And let's also touch on the support she has from the pro wrestling community after she was a victim of a new photo hack. So let's touch on that for just a second, you two. What do you think about this whole situation with Toni Storm?
Oh,
And the whole controversy with the new photo hack.
We covered this last week, and y'all, I don't want to. I got my opinion last week when we covered it, when we broke the story, but like I said before, it's just whoever did it is just full of BS, and they need to reevaluate their own life choices, because it's just not cool. It's not cool. And by the way, to answer your question, Daniel Macias, I want the Chiefs to win. I do not want the Patriots back in the Super Bowl. Nobody does. So
here's my take on this whole thing. Yes, we did touch on it last week, but I went on Twitter last night after the show went off. After the show, okay. I'm not on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I went on Instagram last night. Y'all following me on this?
yeah, I got you.
And some of these podcast Mark fans, or whatever Donovan like to call them, smart marks, or whatever you want to call them, they basically said that the reason why Toni Storm is the new UK Women's Champion is out of sympathy. Yes, that's been all over Twitter. I'm pretty sure it's been all over Twitter. It's all over Instagram. And I actually went after one of these idiotic fans. One person has the nerve to say that Toni Storm doesn't deserve to be called champion. She only wins because of sympathy. Rhea Ripley should have held the title. And I said, don't get me wrong. This is what I said to this guy. And I want to hear y'all thoughts on this. Me, being a historian that I am, but also a guy who's studied wrestling for years, as Donovan will allude to, this is what I said to this guy. I said, don't get me wrong. Rhea Ripley has a bright future on NXT UK. She was a great champion. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to take that away from Rhea Ripley. Okay? She will get that championship again someday. That's what I said to her. However, for you to sit there and disrespect the accomplishment of Tony Storm, you are a disgrace. That's what I call him, a disgrace. Tony Storm has been holding her crap in Japan. Look it up. In Germany, look it up. In Australia, obviously, look it up. In the United States, of course, in the Mae Young Classic, look it up. And obviously, everywhere else she has been, including the United Kingdom. She has won championship everywhere she has been so far. Right around, Donald. Right around.
Right.
Now, I said to this dude, and I want y'all to take on this. I said to this guy, I said, Tony Storm deserves the championship. She earned the championship. She has earned a lot of respect from those who support her and from those who have been watching wrestling for a long time, for people like myself, and I'm sure that you probably, and you and others. And for you to sit there and disrespect Tony Storm, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's exactly what I said to this smart guy on Instagram. So what do you think about what I said to this guy? I'll try to keep my cool about it though. So what are your thoughts on what I said to this guy? Because that's what I said to him on Instagram when I saw that.
I think that's a good response to it. That's what I said. Was that all for NXT UK? Is that everything?
No, that's the then we got one more match, the main event. But I just wanted to touch on Tony's all the crap that Tony Storm had to endure. And now that she's the NXT UK Women's Champion, you know she's gonna have a whole lot of target on her back from these little smart mark ass fans who goes around saying she doesn't deserve the championship and all this stuff. But to me personally, and I'm pretty sure you and Donovan and some of the people who are listening to me right now can agree. She deserved that title. She had paid. She basically paved the way for a lot of other women in the UK market, and also in the Australian market. That she paved the way for women from Australia to one day be a champion. So for those fans that say that she doesn't earn it, they just need to go F themselves. Now, I'm just going to leave that part alone. Let's get to the main event. I'm pretty sure y'all want to discuss that on a later date about Tony Storm and the controversy and all this stuff, so we'll get to that. Now, the main event is the Bruiserweight taking on the Iron King. Joe Coffey versus, Pete Dunne versus Joe Coffey. Pete Dunne and Joe Coffey had the honor of working the main event of the first NXT UK takeover. And you can tell from their demeanor, they were taking this responsibility seriously. I agree.
All right, Tori, I'm going to have to cut in. This is kind of dragging. Facebook stuff screwing up. I am going to go ahead and let everybody know, despite my feelings about how this should have been a title change to get Joe Coffey over, the Bruiserweight taking his title, they put on a good match. It was a damn good match. Like, I'm not going to take away from the match for quality.
Actually, guess what, bro? They grade this match between Joe Coffey and the Bruiserweight. So yeah, it was one of the best matches of the night as well.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. So,
but I'm just going to go ahead and get that out of the way because we're dragging on.
Yeah.
We need to get.
I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to drag on like this, but also one of the biggest highlights is Walter.
Yeah, that is actually a big deal.
Yeah, we can't forget him. We can absolutely, like, everybody.
Yeah.
Not everybody, Anthony or somebody. No, it wasn't Anthony. Somebody said Walter wasn't going to show up.
Yeah,
He actually showed up. Walter actually showed up. and he got into a face.
Sorry, hang on. Let Isaac say his second.
I was gonna say, yeah, I didn't expect it. I knew he got signed. I didn't know when he was gonna show up. So the fact that he showed up,
You actually said you think he's going to show up.
I didn't.
You know,
Wait, what?
you did say he'd show up.
Well, I didn't expect. I was just like thinking they were just gonna let their credits roll, and then he showed up, and I'm like, oh, that's it. No, it came back and said, oh, that's right. They signed Walter earlier this year, so yeah. Plus, I've been listening to Walter's theme on repeat.
Corey doesn't really know as much of who Walter is.
Actually, I do.
No.
He's the big guy from Austria who has wrestled in Germany. He has actually teamed up with current Sanity member. You know who I'm talking about, the crazy German
Do
guy.
you know what he's famous for, though?
Those bloody chops. That's the one thing he's famous for.
So, all right. So,
But he makes Minoru Suzuki's. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead because we need to get on with this.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna wrap this up real quick. Basically, the highlight is basically like this: A+, A+, A+. They said that Pete Dunne being champion for over 600 days should have been a bigger deal, which I agree.
it is a bit. Well, yeah, it should have been, but
Was having him appear on Raw last Monday to hype this event. Wow. They actually taking shots at Raw and SmackDown, bro.
well, because it's
They said
way
Dunne
better
was one of the
quality.
most efficient technical wrestler in the NXT UK roster. Everything he does was on purpose. I've been in it for a long time, but anyway, I digress. So,
All right.
well,
All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on. Dory, we're gonna go ahead and move on because we got paid people tonight asking questions.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on with the question, y'all. I'm sorry to drag this on, but all in all, NXT UK was a pretty solid show.
Yeah.
And anybody who didn't watch it, go ahead, get your free subscription in the network. You can get that Royal Rumble and NXT TakeOver Philly for free.
And then you delete it because you know they're going to disappoint you around WrestleMania.
Well, except for NXT,
Except the NXT takeovers. Except the takeovers. Takeovers are going to be good, but the rest of it's going to be
Go ahead.
disappointing. Anyway, kick the question, Donovan.
Watch all of these shows for free. But anyway,
Kick the question.
sorry about that, y'all, but
is Jericho done with WWE?
What?
Is Jericho done with WWE?
Yes. Save for his Hall. Yes.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say yes. Save for his Hall of Fame induction. I'm gonna say yes, and his Hall of Fame tour when he comes back for the Hall of Fame to do something, and then he gets inducted to the Hall of Fame at the end of it. That's my take.
Well, right now, I'm gonna say yes. Also, plus, like you just said, only way you go back today, the investment man will induct them or somebody induct them to the Hall of Fame. So yeah, I'm going with that too. What's the next question? Sorry about that, y'all.
Oh, absolutely. I think he's pretty well done, other than tying up his legendary career. The next question is, Isaac, who do you think AEW is going to sign from WWE?
I would like to see them sign Ty Dillinger. I really would. I think he goes to AEW and becomes the star we all knew he should have been in NXT and WWE. Maybe that's just wishful thinking. That's just me.
Gallows and Anderson, Ty Dillinger, Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles, Ben Balor, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Braun Strowman.
Pretty much the entire WWE roster, right?
No, everybody that they're either misusing or underusing.
Fair. That's actually completely fair. Besides, I would like to see. I'm with you. I want to see Gallows and Anderson back over there because I mean, it's not like they don't know the Bucks. They were a member of a certain club. So
Yeah, not the club that Vince wanted to be a part of.
that is a fact. That is a strong fact. What's the next question? Did you answer a question, Tori? What about you, Tori? What do you want to see?
I was gonna say, for me, the most underutilized star is
I'm saying,
I'm gonna say Cassius Ono should go to AEW because they ain't using this thing man right at all.
I can't
I'm
deny
just
that.
saying Cassius
Can't
Ono.
deny. That's fair. Can't deny that. All right, next question. Donovan?
I didn't hear it because I was responding to another question.
Right. So what's the next question?
The next question is Undertaker going in the Hall of Fame this year.
Yes. Well, he should. He
Undertaker
should.
or Shawn Michaels?
Sean's already in. Sean is already in the Hall of Fame. He went in 8 years ago. Holy crap, he went in 8 years ago.
No, Undertaker or Shawn Michaels. Which one do you think is going to be at Mania this year, or both? And who will they face?
Hopefully neither are there, and hopefully one of them is going. The only reason one of them is even there is to go into the Hall of Fame. Hopefully the reason the Undertaker's there is to go into the Hall of Fame. That's it. There's no other reason the Undertaker should be there except going into the Hall of Fame. That's it.
I'm
No
gonna
other
have to
reason.
agree with him on that because
No reason.
Undertaker's career is done.
Yeah, he needs to stop.
His career
Not even he needs to
is
stop.
done.
Like, they need to tell him, okay, we're done. So,
Yeah, his career is done, man.
all right.
That's the only way.
Yeah.
And I think he should go to the WWE Hall of Fame.
So,
I mean, the guy has been in WWE since 1990 or 91.
90. 90.
Right?
All right, so what's
Maybe
that?
Maybe he's holding out till 2020 so he can have a 30-year career.
I hope he's not.
Yeah, for what?
Why? I don't. Why would you do that?
Because Vince.
That's not even inaccurate. That's the fucked up part. All right, so what? Next. What's the next question?
What do you? What do you think the next venture for Hulk Hogan is in WWE?
I don't care. Next question.
Hold on. Let me respond to that. The next venture for Hogan is the graveyard. Next question.
Somebody says, "Can we get Triple H with his famous shovel out there, please?"
I don't even want to see that. I don't even want to see him Triple H just bury Hogan. I don't want to see that. No, just go away. Next question.
Oh my God. Okay, you guys are so positive. I think his next venture is to not be on TV ever again.
Okay, so we're all in agreement. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Pretty much.
He'll be on WrestleMania, like headlining Mania, or hosting WrestleMania.
That is something Vince would do.
So this question is actually probably going to be more intriguing for Isaac. Where do you see Rosemary and Allie's storyline path going after they bring Allie back and, beat Su Yung? Where do they go from there?
Huh. That is a very interesting question. I don't know. I'm at, that's one of those things where, as much as I love them both and I want to speculate on that, I can't. I just want to enjoy the ride and the fact that both of them, that once it does happen, I want to enjoy the ride and say whatever they do is cool. Whatever they do is all right with me. That's how I feel. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to look forward to. I am looking forward to their upcoming feud right now, but I don't know as far as what comes after that. I don't know. Just when it comes, it's gonna be here. So that's what I'm looking forward to. That's just me.
For me, Rosemary and Allie. That was a question something about Rosemary and Allie because I've been watching them Impact as well. I don't know. I'm thinking of something, a wedding match or something. I don't know.
I mean, he means the question was after, like, once Allie gets back to normal Allie, like non-evil Allie, like what happens after that? And I said I don't know, because right now I just want to see what they do with Rosemary versus evil Allie. Right now, I want to see how they work that. So other than that, I don't know. So
it depends on which. To me, to be honest with y'all, it depends on which version of Allie is going to come out after this match up between those two. If it's an evil Allie, a wedding match. If it's a face Allie or the normal, quote unquote, normal Allie, I see those two becoming a tag team again.
yeah, that's probably what's
the
going to happen.
only way I can think of.
They're probably going to be tag team. Yeah. What do you think, Donovan?
I have no opinion on it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I really don't. Because, like, I like what they're doing online more than what they're doing in the company. And that's not any offense to what they're doing. I enjoy that, but their online stuff is just so much better.
It is.
Because that's their personal stuff, so they're putting more into that. So.
Yeah. Well, you're talking about Masters of the Multiverse and what they're putting on Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
just
cool.
Like, you can't beat that. Unless that's an Impact. Unless we get Masters of the Multiverse in Impact, you're not going to beat it.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do next. They need to do Masters of the Multiverse.
Yeah, incorporate some of their stuff into their into their Impact personality.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Like, give us randomly Courtney Rush and Cherry Bomb and shit.
Yeah. Like their BT, like it's basically like what they do on BTE. They incorporate some of the stuff from BT. The Bucks incorporate some of the stuff from BTE into all their matches.
Yeah.
See, I can dig it. I dig it.
All right. Okay. So, our next question is, with this big thing going on with AEW and all these contract signings shifting around, what is one company you think may suffer and may even go under from this? MLW, Ring of Honor, TNA?
I don't. Depending on where a lot of the stars come from, I don't see them suffering because they're not exclusive deal. Unless somebody wants an exclusive deal, I don't see a lot of stars suffering.
Because a lot of the like WWE is going to be trying to buy out a lot of people. Like, because of AEW, they're going to have to up their contract, so they're going to try to shut this down and be buying something else. And when that happens, who do you think is going to suffer because of it? Who do you think is going down because of it?
I mean, honestly, as much as I like it, I don't see someplace like MLW lasting long. Ring of Honor has been around. Ring of Honor and Impact, they're gonna be fighting, but they're not gonna go under. Someplace like a place like MLW might feel it. They might feel something. Impact, I feel like will be able to endure. Ring of Honor is the same way, but I feel like someplace like MLW is going to suffer.
Oh, Ring of Honor ain't going nowhere, man. They've got the
Exactly.
behind them.
Exactly. They're going to be fine.
Brothers of multi-billions of dollars, man.
Yeah, they're going to be fine. I think Impact will be fine too. So if I had to pick out of those four, I know there's probably more. Out of those, I think MLW is probably going to be suffer the most.
I'm going to have to say, Impact's going to take some blows, but they're going to be okay. Ring of Honor is going to be straight. MLW pretty much going to be they're going to suffer the worst.
I feel like CCW is going to I feel like CCW is going to end.
CZ, you think so?
Yeah, I think CCW, because I feel like they're just going to get anybody worth anything there is going to get pulled. I mean, Last time that all companies were pulling from CZW, it took years to come back from it.
So yeah, I agree with that.
And,
So
and they've dropped on the totem pole a lot because they're not below Ring of Honor anymore. They're like low.
yeah, I agree with that. So what else?
CZW once had like Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles.
Sammy Callahan, Dean Ambrose, Adam Cole,
They had
baby.
some great stars. Yeah, I don't know. They had some great stars back then, but now, yeah,
It took them 7 years to rebuild.
Yeah, if they have to go through that again, they're not going to survive.
Because everybody that they've even built is going to get pulled. Anybody worth any merit's going to get pulled from them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to last. Man, CZW's gone.
And it's just, and the thing is, it's all going to be just to spite somebody else. But I mean, WWE's not going to care. They were like, well, we finally beat those.
MLW may get hit by this, and the women's promotions may or may not get hit by this. Shimmer is going to be fine.
Shimmer and Stardom are going to be fine.
Shimmer, Stardom, Rise, they're going to be fine.
Yeah.
The women's promotion, they'll be fine.
Although Rise has, I was on Twitter, Kevin Harvey, that's the guy who runs Rise, they said they suffered a little bit of financial downturn earlier in the year, and they didn't think they were going to make it, but they just resurged. And they're like teaming up with they're doing what Impact is doing. They're teaming up with other promotions that are of equal size or more to keep them going. Plus the fact that they post bar wrestling on their show, on their app, is kind of helping it. So.
Oh, there you go. So,
like I said, Impact not going to suffer too much. They're going to suffer some. They're going to suffer some.
Impact's already suffering.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're making it work though, somehow. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're making it work. So, which is good enough for me, because I don't want to see Impact go under. I really don't. So, what's the next question?
I'm looking through.
Oh, by the way, I found the entire match of Kota Ibushi versus Kenny Omega, the first match they ever had. It's on YouTube. Finally watched the entire match. I only saw highlights before I watched the whole thing.
That's a good question. This goes into this one. What do you think the status of Impact is going to be now financially, and where do you think they go this year with the recent move and the downsides of their television profit, losing, 500K or 1.5K fans?
I don't know, to be honest.
I don't know.
I mean, here's the thing about Impact Wrestling. They've been on TV for years. And I mean, they have been on TV for years. And now that they're going back to where they really started, I don't know. I mean, they're going to lose a lot of viewers. I think that some of the superstars are going to end up on either on AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor, or WWE. But we'll see.
I think
They're going to.
Impact is gonna find a way. Like, I feel like they're gonna the talks with AEW. I think they're gonna work out. They're gonna get what they need in order to stay afloat. Because
That's one thing I can say about Impact. They're survivors, man.
exactly, like they've seen worse times than this, even product wise. Like, they've seen worse. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, trust me, I know the feeling, man. Jesus Christ, they need to get some shit going fast.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, it's not that the product is bad. What they're putting out is good. It's just like financial wise, if they can, like, I'm really hoping all these talks about them trying to team up with AEW, I think it works. I think it's working for them. I hope it works out for them. But one thing that is working, them teaming up with all these other promotions like Rise, like they got something with PBW coming up with Smash Wrestling, all those shows like that. I really think they can do this. That could do this. That could do them some good. It can do us some good teaming up with those shows like that.
Oh, it's going to do a lot of good for a lot of these companies to combat the WWE engine.
Exactly.
And the wrestling world is changing. It's not like it used to be. This is like the territory days, except the territories are starting to come together. So
and combat the big machine.
You can't buy out Midwest and Deep South and fucking Jim Crockett.
The power of Crockett compels you. The power of Crockett compels you.
Back in the days, Jim Crockett had. Back in the days, during the Jim Crockett era, every promotion has its book. I mean, you got South Wrestling back in the day. You got you got Mid South. You got Georgia Wrestling.
No. I want to say excuse me for that because I was literally having like a gastric attack.
Oh, it's all right, bro. I'm just saying, back in those days, you got Georgia Championship Wrestling, you got Florida Championship Wrestling, you got Mid South Wrestling. You got all these little territories from the Jim Crockett promotion days, and then you got the WWF, which at the time was basically dominating the Northeast area, while the Jim Crockett promotion dominated everywhere else.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things, you know.
And then you got AWA dominating some part of the United States as well.
Actually, is that all for that question, or did you want to give something, Donovan?
Right now, I don't think I want to give rid of my headache.
About this book, man. I know you got things to do.
No, because we have paid viewers and Isaac's on the dime tonight.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're getting off work. I just realized I worked within like an 8-hour span. I had to go. I got off work 6:30 Sunday morning this morning, and went back into work like 2 hours, and went back into work at 2:30. So I think I got I'm running on like less than 5 hours of sleep. So.
Yeah, but the thing is I'm going to put on the show because we'll get paid for this.
No. I get that. No, trust me. I'm happy to be here. I ain't getting wrong. I'm just saying. I was just stating. That's what I'm running on.
I'm happy to be here too.
So, I'm proud. Like I'm happy to do this for the fans. Love you guys.
Somebody said, "I bet you are, Tori." So rambles a lot.
Hey, whoever said that, I'm just trying to keep the show going. I don't know.
He said the rambling historian. I love that. The rambling historian. It can't even be bad. It's funny.
It is.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, dude. At least it's you this time. I mean, this isn't retro. They're gonna be a little sillier on this show, but they're not gonna be like they were Friday night. My God, let's not even talk about Friday night again, huh, Isaac?
Yeah, let's avoid that.
Hey, you know what? I'm just, like I said, fellas, I'm just enjoying the moment, man. I'm just enjoying the ride. You know what I mean? They can say whatever they want.
I'm pretty sure. No, you go on there with Danny and Karen, man. Yeah. You folks be crazy, man. How about let's see Danny get naked?
Hell.
I'm just enjoying the ride, y'all. But I'm just having fun. I mean, I'm getting paid for this too. I'm happy.
All right, what's next? What's next on the card?
Apparently, what is up is a pop up on my damn screen. Let me see my shit. Thank you. Okay, you're good.
I'm looking for some more questions, man. I can answer any question they want me to ask. Even if I am the rambling historian, as they want to call me, but I don't care.
Whew.
Come on.
Yeah. So screen taking a while.
No, I'm waiting for the next question. We got one.
Yeah. What is the
I've
next
got
question?
I've got a certain time limit, Isaac, so don't worry. We're not going to go over another 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
You say you're waiting for a question?
No, I'm waiting for a good question.
Oh.
Oh, that is a good comment. Speaking of which, so I went on another good question. Somebody said, what about Lucha Underground with their current financial situation? Because they're struggling.
I don't know, to be honest. Lucha Underground is kind of a.
I've been around that long, so I don't know. But wasn't Lucha Underground had the same? Wasn't Lucha Underground had the same deal with Impact Wrestling?
Well, because they had Cage, they had Mundo, they had Cage was over there, Johnny Impact was over there, Killer Cross was over there, Willie Mack was over there, Taya was over there.
NWA is not going to be a contender for nothing.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of people in Impact in Lucha Underground that were also in Impact. So
I think they're gonna be okay.
Lucha, well, they gotta pick up we don't know if they're gonna pick up another season. They should, but it's not a guarantee. I hope they do, but
if they don't, then it's over.
Yeah, what they got was fantastic. So
Oh, yeah.
So
definitely, I see Lucha Underground matches.
So you know how good it is. Anyway, what up? Yeah, what other questions you got? Unless you're still looking.
I'm waiting on.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a good question. Do you guys think the WWE is taking competition from competition too lightly?
Honestly, yes.
I think so too. I think they're saying it's like, oh, it's just, you mean like competition in the sense like they're just like brushing it off to the side? Donovan?
I said they are because I mean, think about what happened in 2018. WWE has been, and I'm going to say this on the record, slacking off. I mean, I'm talking about the main roster. NXT has been the one that's been stepping up. The main roster, as Triple H doesn't want to be called, but still, Raw and SmackDown has some great matches, but it be slacking off. So, yeah, I think WWE is taking it too lightly, but I don't think they're going to take it too lightly in 2019, though. They should. Now that AEW is coming in, and AEW going to bring in some talent. So, I think WWE is finally going to have to wake up and see what's going on out there.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They're totally slacking off this year. Your job, Donovan.
WWE thinks they're the apex of wrestling because they beat WCW, and I think Vince thinks just the end all be all.
It isn't though, but that's right. Hey, Jamie. Jamie just joined us.
Hey, Jamie, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, I have the same. Jamie joined us on the live feed.
Hey, Jamie.
Yeah, but I'm with you. They're taking this way too lightly, and thinking that people are just automatically going to come to them because they're who they are, and it's not the case. So
It ain't the case now. They're gonna have to step up though. If he wants some talent, they really do need to step up. Seriously.
So, what other questions are there?
I really agree with Isaac here.
What?
WWE is moving from
It is. It is.
yeah,
It is. Like, if they don't, like, I wouldn't say calm it down, but if they don't not careful, they're gonna get, like, they're gonna feel it's gonna be back to how they were when they were losing the war to WCW. I know that didn't last long, but because look what happened to WCW. But so anyway, what else is there? What's another question?
The next question is, what do you think Dolph Ziggler is going to do?
I'll let you start, Donovan. Man, I'll let you start, Donovan and Isaac.
I think Dolph Ziggler is going to keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, whatever he's doing right now, it's. I don't see him leaving, but no, I don't. I can't put a finger on it. You know.
I don't see Dolph Ziggler doing. I think Dolph Ziggler's gonna keep doing what he's doing. I don't see him leaving the WWE right now. I mean, he's been there just as long as Cena, almost as long as Cena.
Give or take, yeah. So
I don't see him going anywhere else.
So what else? What do you think, Don? What else? What other question? Next question.
Okay, AEW. We're going to question. It's not about roster.
Okay.
What do you think the championships are going to be like? Are we going to see standard championships? Or are we going to see kind of like New Japan has the Never Openweight? And what do you think the names are going to be? And what do you think will have special divisions?
I feel like they are. I feel like they're gonna dabble in a lot. I feel like they will have an open weight. I feel like they're gonna some standard, some open weight. You know. I feel like I feel like it's one of those companies where everybody. I imagine AEW being a place where everybody can get a fair shot at the top. When I say that, I mean like the World Championship is open for everybody. You know.
What about some kind of heavy metal championship that's like a hardcore championship?
You mean like the 24/7 thing? That'd be interesting. I hope they incorporate that.
Literally anybody, men or women.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I like that idea. I like that idea. So I want to see something like that.
You want to see AEW bringing in? I mean, what kind of championship would it bring, or something like that? I think AEW is going to be very innovative with their championship. I don't know.
Yeah, you might have somebody lose a title to a light post or something. You never know.
Yeah. I feel like it literally.
That's going to bring some interesting.
Especially if they sign Joey Ryan.
Yeah, I feel like that if there was a place for somebody to go and like a place for him to go, it would be there. Because he could also do whatever else he's doing. Because he's also got bar wrestling too. He's also frequent in bar wrestling. So, you know, he wouldn't be bored.
And he's randomly in PWG because he's one of the main runners at South Excalibur.
Exactly. Yeah, I want to see Leva Bates come to AEW. I feel like that will be.
Blue pants.
Yeah, or Leva Mary, Leva Taker, Leva Nakamura.
How about Leva Storm?
Leva Storm.
Leva
Sablu.
Shirani.
Sablu.
Seblu, that's great.
What else did she do? Anyway, there's
She's
a
awesome,
list.
dude. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I hope she keeps doing what she's doing because she's great. Ooh, Jinx. She did Jinx from League of Legends with this shark rocket launcher that shot confetti. I love that. It's not a joke. There's a picture of her shooting a rocket launcher, just as Jinx from League of Legends with a rocket launcher that shot confetti.
She actually did that, bro.
Somebody said, how about the Killing the Business title or the Dave Meltzer Championship?
The Dave Meltzer champion. That sounds cool. The Killing the Business title.
No,
I want something like that, but like Killing the Bit. I don't like the name, but I want them to have something similar to where it's the title.
That'll be like their X division.
Yeah, I want them to have like a troll, like a WWE, a troll championship, where they're like trolling a championship that kind of subtly trolls WWE. You know, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. What other question is there?
Our last question is going to be this is our last question we're going to take, and this one's a big one. I was saving this one, so thank you guys. So Golden Warrior and
Oh my God.
So Golden Warrior. Let's say Golden Warrior was in the world of wrestling. So let's say you beat Matthew London. You get a contract somewhere like that. You get some independent experience, right?
Okay. Holy shit.
Okay. So, and this is going to go for the historian too. So you know what, Tori, I want you guys, I think this is a very in-depth question. This is not a question that is going to be like multiple parts, multiple answers. This is a very in-depth, very thoughtful. You do good. You know, you do good, right?
Yeah. Okay.
okay.
What if you get the chance and you get offered? Let's say you get all these lucrative deals, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ring of Honor offers you a deal. Impact offers you a deal. Obviously, it's not going to be a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
MLW offers you a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Lucha Underground offers you a deal because, you just have to put on a mask. WWE offers you the biggest sum of money. AEW offers you a deal.
Mm-hmm.
New Japan offers you a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and I'm talking, we're saying WWE offers you a really good deal. Like a
Okay.
3-year deal, and you're going to be exclusive to NXT for 3 years.
Okay.
Where do you go? Why and what do you do? Because let's say you go to New Japan. You already know what's going to happen there. Ring of Honor, Impact, you know every one of these companies. Where do you go?
That's a tough question.
Because you've got every major company's offer on the table. Where do you go?
I would go. First of all, you want to go someplace where you feel you'll be happy. That's the one thing.
But we're taking WCPW Golden Warrior as you you've been the champion. You've already got your legacy.
Right. I'm saying I want to go someplace where I will enjoy being there. I don't want to go someplace where I feel like I'm going to get. I don't want to go there with inevitable fear that I'm going to fall off. Now, granted, I know I'm not going to be in the world title picture all the time. That's not because it's not what I want. I want to be someplace where every time I'm in there, I'm loving life. And every time I'm just in the environment, I'm loving life. So, with that being said, I would go. I would go. I go to Impact. I would go to Impact because I feel like it is big enough to where you can get. It's big enough to where you can see a lot of things, go to a lot of places, but it's small enough where it is.
You don't get lost in the shuffle.
Exactly. It is big enough to where you will see things, you will experience new things, you'll work with other companies. Like I'm saying, they work with Smash. They have a special coming up with Smash Wrestling. They're going to Pennsylvania Primetime Wrestling. You do all this other stuff. But at the same time, I know here I'm going to enjoy being there. And not only that, but it's small enough to know where if I have a shot at being still relevant, regardless of what I'm doing. Like I'm not just going out there and say, okay, here we need you to go face this guy for like 10 minutes. Like, all right, you know, not like that. Like you're gonna go out there and you're invested in something every single time, and then once you're done with that, maybe take a break, and then you jump right into something else. Like
You
that.
go out there and do your two tapings at a time, and then
Exactly.
show up.
Exactly. But the thing is about that, you're doing your tapings, and once you're done with the tapings, you're back. Plus, not only that, just the roster, who they have on that roster, they look like, if I'm like a competitor, I feel like it'll be like a tight knit family. You know, especially plus some of the wrestlers, I feel like you could learn from other wrestlers. Like I feel like I could, if I'm there, I could take the opportunity to learn from somebody like Eddie Edwards or Cage or Johnny Impact, you know, or Killer Cross. I'm saying I can take time to learn. Tessa Blaine, feel like I could learn something from these people while I'm there. Hell, Don Callis, I feel like he's like the wealth of knowledge of how long he's been around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Impact, I would go Impact. From ECW to everything he's been in, like he just has a wealth of knowledge. So I would, if I had to pick one, I'd choose Impact.
All right, historian.
Woo, boy. Obviously, some people might say the easiest choice for me would be WWE. But
Well,
no,
there's also for you. There's also NWA.
NWA as well. Actually, I would go definitely, since I'm old school, I would probably go NWA because that way I can make my mark there. And that's when the other companies start calling my name. Once I established NWA. And then WWE going to be calling my name. Impact's going to be calling my name. You got Ring of Honor might be calling my name. New Japan might want me to do a tour there or two in Japan and elsewhere. They're going to all be calling my name once I establish myself in NWA. So I might go with NWA. Where would you go?
Personally, if I have a choice, Japan.
You want to learn from Tanahashi, don't you? Which is not. I'm not knocking that, but why New Japan?
Because I have four distinct things I can do there.
Okay. World champion, Intercontinental tag, or 6-man tag, or never open weight.
I could learn from Hiroshi Tanahashi, would be a huge dream of mine.
Of course, naturally.
I could learn from Minoru Suzuki.
Oh wow!
That's never. And I feel like I would be in Suzuki Gun. Like that is a given.
Yeah, knowing you, you're Suzuki Gun material.
I mean, I feel like I could do Bullet Club, but I feel like I would also be good. But I feel like I'd probably end up Bullet Club.
How about this? You can start your own faction in New Japan.
Yeah, but it's not that simple.
Similar to the-
Jamie said you're gonna need to learn Japanese if you join Suzuki Gun. Although you do have Taka Michinoku and Davey Boy and Lance Archer, so I think your best bet will be Taka. You got to hang out with Taka in Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, I feel like if I went there, I would probably start Suzuki Gun, and then eventually shift to Bullet Club and take over Bullet Club.
You jump ship from Suzuki Gun to take over Bullet Club. Okay, all right. I mean, it's your
I
funeral.
would do that.
Would you hang on?
Take-
Jumping from Suzuki Gun, would you leave it, like mutually leave it, or would you like betray somebody and like jump over?
Or just jump.
Okay. Like okay.
I would join Bullet Club. I would lead Bullet Club as Jihad Sullivan. I'd be the devil. They've
Okay.
already had a demon. They've never had a devil.
So good. Okay, that is actually extremely fair.
I would fully embrace the devil persona. I would have my own talk show segment called Den of Sin because the rhymes and
Dennis
and
said.
I would don the face paint of Jihad, especially with the Gorillas of Destiny. You would actually wear that. I would not necessarily that as a main line. And I would eventually take over Bullet Club via while I'd stay with Suzuki because I got a lot of respect for Suzuki, and I would learn like technical wrestling and actually MMA from Suzuki.
And then use it against him.
No, I would just incorporate it into my overall repertoire.
I was saying, how you said you would take over Suzuki Gun. How would you take over Suzuki Gun from Suzuki?
No, I would take over Suzuki Gun. I'd leave Suzuki Gun, take over Bullet Club.
Huh. To feud with Suzuki Gun, or just
You're just gonna launch. You basically gonna be like a protege of Suzuki Gun.
then use it to take over Bullet Club?
From that group, and then leave that group to take over the Bullet Club.
Yeah, I'd take over Bullet Club. Be the Jihad character. Isaac knows how good of a leader of a heel faction I can be.
He,
Well, here's a follow-up question: who would you want to join the Bullet Club if you take over?
who would you like? Who would you bring? Who would he bring in?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like, would you bring? Yeah, would you bring somebody in?
I would want.
Because I feel like they're just not going to follow you immediately in Bullet Club.
Yeah, I would want to bring over. But I wouldn't even. I'm not even do Bullet Club. I would just be in Suzuki Gun and bring my own faction. So what I'd do is I'd bring in Kota Ibushi.
So, okay, all right.
Kota Ibushi's got and I'm not even gonna have a heel faction. I'm gonna have a mixed faction because in Japan you can do that.
Yeah, you can. You can.
I'm gonna have Kota Ibushi.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Golden Warrior.
Okay.
I'm gonna have. No offense, Ned, but you're never joining my faction. Not like that. You're not getting no faction unless you're like somebody's manager. I bring in AC Smooth.
What about Midas?
Oh, definitely Midas.
I'm gonna say I need my tag team partner.
I bring in Jack Crisp.
We hope Jack Chris doesn't take it from you.
Huh?
We hope Jack Chris doesn't take Bullet Club from you.
No, this isn't gonna be Bullet Club. This is gonna be my faction. It's gonna be the Golden Powers. I'm gonna bring in the Savage King.
Wow. They're gonna be stacked. Those other factions
Yeah.
don't stand a chance. Numbers wise.
And I'm gonna have Ricky Mass. I'm not gonna bring in the rest of the Savages because those are more just fans.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Ricky Mass and Macho Savage. Maybe Azrael.
Yeah, watch us run roughshod, get kicked out of banished from Bullet Club like Suzuki Gun. Come back. You get banished from New Japan, go down to Noah and Dragon Gate, terrorize them, terrorize everybody down there, and then come back in full force.
Yeah, because that's what I'm doing. And I'm gonna get the historian because we need somebody who knows old school because we gotta have some old school wrestlers in there.
I legit feel like that's what would happen. We'd be so powerful, we'd take it over.
Yeah, you gotta bring in somebody old school now.
That's what you guys don't understand. That's kind of the point. The Golden Powers was originally a heel faction that took over a company. Like, they literally called it WGPW, World Golden Powers Wrestling. entire company. They became the administration. like, so like we would do that, and New Japan Pro Wrestling would become New Golden Powers Wrestling. It would be NGPW. Isaac, go ahead, man. Say it. Go ahead. You know you want to. Think about it.
I wouldn't be against it. You know.
I would actually, to be honest with you, I would actually love it because you gotta have somebody that knows history in your fashion. I mean, think about it. The four horsemen back in the day had Hernandez. He was the historian of the group.
And since we're the Golden Powers of the Big Heels, we're going to bring in,
You know, bring in who?
Tony Leno.
Okay, that works. Oh, I guess that works.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
Bob.
No, yeah, man, he's a
See what I mean? Like this is my story. I would join Bullet Club just to tell Bullet Club they're weak. They say they're supposed to be this dominant faction, and I'll tell them no, ain't been shit. That you all decided to turn on TV. And I would get in feud with Bullet Club. Here comes the Golden Powers, like the Savage King, AC Smooth. I feel like Magic Pony would actually be very acceptable in New Japan.
Yeah, well, they accept evil.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can have that kind of character with that kind of talent in Japan. That would actually be doable. I mean.
Well, they accept evil. They accept Taguchi. So, whatever Taguchi does, still don't know what he does.
I mean, what I'm saying is we would bring in we bring in Magic Pony, AC Smooth. We'd fucking get Savage King and Ricky Mass. We'd have Jack Crisp and Crazy D. We'd just be having a good old. We'd have Midas and Golden Warrior and Kota Ibushi. We'd just be stacked, man. Like every other New Japan team. We'll be stacked. Just be we'll be running roughshod. We'll be like a hybrid faction too. Like Golden Warrior could be heel and face at different times. Like that's what it has to work. This will be the shit, man. This will be the shit. And we're gonna change it. We're gonna take over New Japan Pro Wrestling and call it Japanese Golden or Japan Golden. No, Golden Powers Wrestling Japan. GPWJ.
That would be perfect.
And then we're gonna say, unlike the Elite, we're not gonna change the wrestling world. We're gonna take over the wrestling, and we're gonna be like, what are Golden Powers? This will be GPW. Just run roughshod over everybody.
Then again, and then all the factions are gonna. So what about Tanahashi? Because I imagine knowing New Japan, they would write it so Tanahashi would lead a faction of
he already runs a faction. He's co-conspirating with the New Chaos.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He would he and Okada would lead a team of I don't know, equally as proficient guys to take us out.
But I would adopt Bullet Club into the Golden Powers. I would
exactly. That is literally my point. So him and Okada would have to team up with, I don't know, LIJ to take us out.
Yeah, that'd be great. And somehow Suzuki Gun's going to be in there somewhere. They're going to be against us too.
Exactly.
It'll be Chaos. It'll be Chaos, LIJ.
It's Suzuki Gun against us. I know I'm saying against us and against us and Bullet Club because we'll be together.
Yeah. Those are interesting ways of looking at it, y'all.
That's why I chose what I did. That's why I chose what I did because I know what I would do to get over in Japan. You couldn't do that in Ring of Honor. You couldn't do that in Impact. WWE would never let you do that.
No. WWE hates factions enough as it is.
Yeah, they do.
So what I'm suggesting
We'd all get buried by John Cena. We'd all get buried by John Cena or Roman Reigns. As much as I love Roman.
Yeah, I still love it as much as I love it. We're still gonna get buried. Yeah, New Japan, like, dude, we'll have our own faction idea. Hey,
Yeah, see,
there you go.
because literally, everybody is in a faction in New Japan. Everybody, except for everybody's in a faction. Not really Kota Ibushi anymore, but yeah, everybody's in a faction. Will Ospreay, Chaos. Toriano, Chaos. Okada, Chaos. Tanahashi, Taguchi, Japan. Ishimori, Bullet Club. Kushida.
No, Chaos.
What? What?
Taguchi Chaos, remember?
Oh, right. Wait, Ryusuke Taguchi.
Yeah, he's like they're in some kind of like Taguchi Japan and Chaos that merged, remember?
Oh, right. To combat Bullet Club. Then LIJ. Naito, LIJ. Leader of LIJ. Suzuki Gun. So everybody's in a faction.
New Japan Pro Wrestling. You're right. Everybody. Just about all the wrestlers in a fashion. Unless they new.
That's literally how most.
They're going to end up in a fashion.
Yeah, that's literally how most of their matches go. Like they're based on faction. Like they have So what?
That's how they protect the wrestlers a lot to build up to the big matches.
Exactly. Unless you're Suzuki Gun, you're going to get in a brawl with everybody. That's literally
Especially the young lions.
That's
Don't even be the young lions.
yeah.
You know, and all these young lions keep stepping in the way, like stepping out there. I'm like, no, y'all just need to leave. Like,
Yeah.
this is Suzuki.
You see, you guys know it because everybody in Suzuki Gun hits the Young Lions. They all do. Every single one of them does. They all do. They all do. Never fails. Never fails.
But I feel like I should start off in Suzuki Gun because that brutal beatdown tactic would be my thing.
Yeah. You know,
But
taking them behind the barricade and scaring the bejesus out of fans.
And chasing the announcers off like Don Callis.
Yeah. Watching him scream. Well, and Rocky. Rocky runs too. Kevin Kelly holds his ground. I don't know why. He just holds his ground every time. Mostly it's because in Kurikan he can't go anywhere. Like they're up against that wall, and Rocky has that way to get out easily. He's got the opening.
Right. So yeah, that's what I would do. I mean, that was a good question, and I was thinking of a good answer when y'all were talking. I thought it was Isaac because I'd already been thinking about my question.
Yeah. Good question. So is that the last one? Mm-hmm. All right. So let's get into these final thoughts. Tori, final thoughts.
Oh man, well, my final thought is I enjoyed this. I enjoyed talking to you two fellas. Hope we do it again next week. My final thoughts for all the wrestling fans that I urge you to support pro wrestling. Those are my final thoughts. Supporting pro wrestling. And it doesn't matter if you're a WWE, AEW fan, New Japan fan, Impact Wrestling fan, Ring of Honor fan. Just support pro wrestling and support the pro wrestlers. Those are my final thoughts.
My final thoughts are simple. Look forward to Impact this week. You know, like I said, Homecoming, saw the return of Rosemary. She left a warning for Allie this past week on Impact, so I'm pretty sure this week, either before, during, or after Allie's match with Jordan Grace, she's going to show up. So look forward to that.
Can I tell you what's going to happen if you want? I can just go Google it real quick.
No, please don't. Also, if you haven't seen, take time to go watch the Nigel McGuinness story, Chasing the Magic, on the WWE Network. It's very good. It is very good. I found out about Nigel McGuinness when he showed up in TNA as Desmond Wolfe. That was my first taste of him, and I loved it. Loved that character.
I saw that in TNA or in Ring of Honor.
I know, but I'm saying. But if you haven't watched that documentary, go watch it. It's very good. I had no idea that's what caused him to retire. So watch it. It's very good. Those are my final thoughts.
until you get up.
So, what are your final thoughts, Donovan?
My final thoughts are simple. Right now, I don't feel like anybody stayed golden. The Golden Powers are just not putting those wins on the board. That's okay, though, because unlike the rest of you, come Battle Royale next Sunday, like, I am taking that belt off of Crazy D, and all will be good in the world again. Because what's mine is mine, and what's once Isaac's will be mine.
So be it. With that being said, with that being said,
What's mine is mine, and what yours is mine too.
yeah. With that being said, we will see you guys later, and hope you guys.
Welcome to your Boston. Let's see you all elite later.
Okay. You guys have a good one. We'll see you guys another day. Another day.